some of the secrets of the universe that have to do with health and fitness. Okay. And so we are kind of doing a lead in to the launch of our new show, Ageless Living, which has to do with the major subject of health, fitness, beauty, image consulting. We're going to talk about image consulting overall, which will include fashion. And I think it's going to be a wonderful experience for those who believe in health. The reason why we're talking about it today on the business side of things is that if you're a business owner and you want to have a great change in your business, I want to talk a little bit about what happened in business with me from about 4 years ago to now. Now, there was a time when I was extremely athletic. I was an undefeated wrestler, not UFC, WWF guy, but you know, an Olympic style, you know, the Greco-Roman wrestling, and had at least one undefeated year, and it was a great experience. So I was an athlete at some pretty high levels. I always consider myself very fit, but a couple of things that nobody educated me on while I was in high school, even through, you know, wrestling and football and basketball and all the things that I did, nobody ever told me that 3,500 calories above what you burn each day will add a pound to you, or 3,500 calories below what you burn each day will help you lose a pound. So a couple of pieces of advice that I want to give out there that I learned that are just very, very important, and we don't really have time to talk about them on today's show of Ageless Living. I wanted to kind of give some advice to those that are out there, and give them this advice to your own children as well, is that, first of all, that piece of quantitative data, 3,500 calories is a pound gain or a pound loss. For example, last night, while I had that amazing egg mask on my face, I was watching television, and an ad came on about hydration. Of course, it was promoting drinking more water, and they made the point they were speaking to wives, saying to the wives, replace your husband's 1 sugared drink per day of your husband's normal sugar drinking, and in a year you will have reduced your husband's calorie intake by 50,000 calories. And immediately my mind went to calculating how many pounds is that. That's, and Dr. Lee is our mathematician.
Oh, I know about that.
I know that it's about 12 pounds, okay, at least 12 pounds a year. 3,500 calories times 12 is going to get us relatively close to 50,000.
With that calories, you could be taking something nutritious.
Absolutely. And speaking of nutritious, one of the techniques that we may release on the Ageless Living show at some point at a later time, but I want to talk about right now, is if you drink a lot of water every day, just go online, go to Google, and then type in how much water should I take how much water should I drink each day. And it's a little bit different for people. With the height and weight that I'm at, I should be drinking approximately a gallon of water a day. And so I actually do, most days, drink a gallon of water a day. And guess what that's done for me? It has hydrated my skin. And that was actually one of the emails that Dr. Lee sent me yesterday, was that when your skin is suffering a little bit, keep it hydrated and drink a lot of water. And it reminded me of that why some people have been mentioning that I look a little bit younger than normal within the last year, is that I started drinking a gallon of water a day. And then speaking of nutrition and water, there are types of water that you can buy, or there's little water creators that are like a water filter that create pH you want your pH to be more toward the base side. So essentially you want your pH to be a 7 to 7.5. And if you have an acidic pH balance inside of your body, you can do that by testing your urine, or you can do that by testing your saliva. Urine is a better test because sometimes your saliva is what you just ate. But there's little pH strips that you can go down to the health store and buy. Test your pH level. And then with having pH balanced water, the balance means it's over to the basic side rather than the acidic side. It helps move your body over to the middle, because your body does tend